28 Years Later, The Bone Temple comes out this week, and I can't wait for it. I love 28 Years Later. In my opinion, that film is a masterpiece or very close to it. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 for me, but that's a story for another day. I'm using this video to talk about the first film in that franchise, 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later is directed by Danny Boyle, and it stars Cillian Murphy, Brendan Gleeson, and Naomi Harris. If you've been watching zombie films all your life, or just recently you've been binging them, you know how rare it is for a cast to be this good in a zombie film. And this film showcases that. The performances in this film are so strong and so staggering and so goddamn captivating. Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, and Brendan Gleeson just dominate every piece of screen time that they have in this film. They are perfect. And honestly, in my opinion, it's the greatest cast to ever be in a zombie film. Danny fucking Boyle. First of all, the screenplay is perfection. In my opinion, it's probably the greatest screenplay ever written for a zombie film. A lot of the zombie films you watch are so goddamn brain muddling, meaning the more you revisit zombie films, the more they make your brain hurt because of the plot holes and how stupid it is. But man, this film isn't stupid. In fact, it's quite the contrary. It's extremely realistic, and you can tell there are no plot holes, which makes you completely immersified. And 20 Days Later, there's so many great things about it, the performances and the screenplay. This film is so goddamn strong narratively and thematically. There's so many things this film is touching upon. It is a zombie film first and foremost, but thematically, narratively, is perfection. You just feel the substance matter strongly, and I love how goddamn quaint and strong this screenplay is for 28 Days Later. Let's talk about the filmmaking on display in this film, because the cinematography is perfect and really is probably the best part of this film. And that says a lot because the performances are strong and the screenplay is strong. The filmmaker, Danny Boyle, and the cinematographer, who I don't know their name, what they do here really heightens the experience of this film and makes this film that much better and brings this film over the top, especially when comparing it to its counterparts in the same subgenre it coincides in. Now, my goodness, the cinematography, the shot selection, the creative decisions. It's like, man, the screenplay is great, but it might not be this great if it wasn't for the cinematography. I mean, there's so many shots in this film where like, man, I've never seen that in a zombie film, and honestly, only a few films in the 21st century rival what the cinematographer did in 28 Days Later. The filmmaking is at a very, very, very strong high in this film, and that's noticeable if you watch it. 20 Days Later is a masterpiece, and I needed to say it. That's why I made this video. It's one of my favorite films of the 21st century, and in my opinion, it's probably the greatest zombie film of all time. The only zombie films that rival 28 Days Later is the original Dawn of the Dead, The Night of the Living Dead, and honestly 28 Years Later that just came out last year. I love 28 Days Later. I love Danny Boyle. I'm upset Nia DaCosta is kind of directing the sequel, but honestly I'm fine with it because I think Nia DaCosta is talented, and I think Danny Boyle is going to be there for the third film of this franchise. So it is your boy Matt Talks Films. Let me know if you made this far video, and let me know what's your favorite zombie film in the comments. Peace.